Drinking buddies. I brought Marco back here. We're going to do a very special head-to-head. We got CYPB Weller versus Weller Single Barrel. Similar proof point. See if maybe one is dramatically better than the other.
I'm your drinking buddy.
It's a pretty cool combination to try, I think. Single barrel Weller and the CYPB. That's a Craft Your Perfect bourbon. So let's see what the consensus is going to be.
Yeah, these generally are going to be bottles that are almost exclusively in raffles and things like that. These are two really difficult bottles to find. This isn't a flex. This is a, hey, if you get a chance to be in a lottery this fall, hey, maybe I can lean you towards a bottle that's a little bit better than the other.
Yeah, and the crazy thing about these two bottles, that these two, along with the Weller Foolproof, they have a release date for June, May or June. Being here in Arizona, we get them either late June or July, and sometimes they kind of trickle over into the fall, but they're gone by then. So just so you guys know as well, they're not regularly released. They're not readily available year-round. So this is just one of those other.
And people think that they are worth hundreds of dollars on the
thousands of dollars.
They both, I believe they both push 1,000. Have you seen them over 1,000?
Yeah, $1,200 for both.
Really?
Yeah, that's stupid.
Yeah, very, very dumb.
Yeah.
Very dumb. The best whiskey I've ever tasted, something like a William LaRue Weller, a George T. Stagg, more than
$50 price tag.
More than $250, it's lost. It's probably what it's worth. More than that, it's just.
I mean, I think I'd have a hard time not getting a bottle at $250 of one of those, just because it's $100 over its MSRP, but it's just one of those things. If you see it at even that price, which you never will, which sucks.
Yeah, I mean, essentially they're lottery bottles. You get in good with your liquor store that does lotteries, and you hope for the best. Hope you'll win the one you want.
Yeah.
And consolation prizes might be possible as well. The way Total Wine does them here is you make a tier list.
Yeah.
And you choose which ones you want first to last, and you can leave some off if you don't want them at all. They include Blanton's in it, so I know a lot of people are leaving Blanton's off because not because Blanton's is bad, but because if you're getting something in a raffle, you're probably going to want something a little bit better.
Yeah, and the Blanton's you can still easily kind of find. Well, I shouldn't say easily, but you can find it like at a Fry's, a Safeway.
Yeah.
Us.
Yeah.
It's like light caramel in this one, some like vanilla. There's that cherry, made my mouth water.
Yeah, lots of the medicinal cherry on this one, specifically like cherry.
Like Ludens.
Ludens.
Yeah, that sweet candy cough drop that I used to always want because I hated Halls.
There's also something else on here that's kind of unique.
Mine, I could smell the light oak.
Oaks here. I'm just trying to put in words what I'm
There's a touch of mint or spearmint.
I was going to say
there's like some earthy,
something herbal going on that I only usually get herbal off of ryes. But I'm also now getting a little bit of chocolate.
Yeah, a light hint of cocoa.
I was thinking like dark chocolate, like baking chocolate.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I think I got the single barrel. This the mouthfeel on this one is just a little bit more thicker. It's
barely higher proof, barely. 97 proof versus 95.
Mm-hmm. I can taste chocolate. I can taste cherry. I could taste slight orange peel. Man, almost like a little bit of toffee in this one as well.
Very candy bar for me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm getting like a dark chocolate thing. I'm getting a cherry thing. I'm getting caramel. Also on here, do you get a little peanut? Like a little.
I do. I was gonna say I get like payday.
Okay.
Like the caramel
Sweet
and the
caramel peanut.
Yeah, a little bit of salty.
Mm-hmm.
There's some sort of saltiness to this.
Not like
that I don't think I've ever
Heaven
had.
Hill. Not like Jim Beam or Heaven Hill, but
No.
like
No,
a
no, no,
subtle
no, no,
salt,
no.
like
Yeah.
a subtle salty peanut.
I know Buffalo Trace actually does have a nuttiness to it.
I get it off the foolproof. I get a little bit of a nuttiness.
But even off just regular Buffalo Trace,
Okay.
there's a little bit of nuttiness in there, but it's not overpowering. It's not overwhelming. It's not like what you said, Bean,
Yeah.
Heaven Hill. But I do get some nuttiness in there. When we were at Woodford with Master Distiller Chris Morris, he had a flavor wheel, which was really cool. So like sitting down and be able to talk to him and be able to do that experience was just freaking amazing, because I was able to sit there with him and talk about notes that we were getting. And even with Woodford, there's actually notes of different types of nuts, and every one was different, and it was mind-blowing experience.
See, I would think that on Woodford, because I had your pick the other day. I believe I said pecan on that.
Mm-hmm.
And not it's not like a peanut thing. It's
No.
more like a, and maybe the caramel helps with that too, because it brings up like a pecan pie.
Yeah, exactly. There's a baking spices in this thing. Picking up glass 2.
Now this one's more brown sugar,
Yep, more baking spices on this one.
and the cherry's there. The cherry is delivering. This is a sweeter cherry, like
Yep,
a candy
it's
cherry,
brighter.
not necessarily a.
This definitely is brighter. And the proof doesn't actually come up on this one.
Mhm.
I mean, on this one, I was able to catch the proof. Like
there's a
the
little-
alcohol, the scent of alcohol was
More
very
prominent.
than this one.
A sour oak note.
hmm There's definitely, I almost want to say molasses, maybe. Smells like a cookie.
Yeah, brown sugar, molasses. They're that same ballpark.
Yeah, but the
Cookie,
yeah, it smells like a cookie.
snickerdoodle, like those cinnamon cookies.
Even a sugar cookie.
Yeah. Mm.
Definitely lighter.
Dramatically better mouthfeel.
Yeah. Yeah, this is the CYPB.
That's the CYPB. It's
Yeah.
got a better mouthfeel. There's more cherry going on here. It's got a
It's just lighter, brighter. It's
not as much candy bar flavor, more
No.
like fresh and fruity
Yeah.
and bright.
yeah, you definitely get the orange peel. There's actually, it's almost like even like a squeeze of orange.
And maple, orange and maple.
Maple.
This is like an old fashioned dinner glass.
With that, yeah.
What do you want, Cisco?
This
What
is
do you
a
want,
neat
Cisco?
old fashioned right here.
Yeah. I mean, the only reason I could say that I feel like this is a 95 proofer is because of the mouthfeel, because it's so syrupy and viscous.
Yeah.
But it does not taste 95 proof. This tastes
No, it doesn't.
light.
Yeah. I mean, and normally this is like one of the reasons why I like the higher proof stuff, because I get more of these types of mouthfeel. I get more of these types of flavors from those higher proof.
Yep.
But yeah, Craft Your Perfect Bourbon. I mean, that's just I want to know what the consensus was that made them make this off of that tutorial from Buffalo Trace's website.
Yeah.
I would love to see what everybody did that made them say, let's try this.
The finish still going for you?
It's a lingering finish.
95 proof. The finish is still
Yeah.
going. That's.
Yeah.
I think people, there is a part of the whiskey community that like to trash on this particular bottle
Yeah,
because
they do.
but that's because of the secondary prices, and it's never supposed to cost that.
No. I mean, there's a reason why it's really hard to get, and they don't make too much of it either. But I mean, they do and they don't. It's just hard to get, and it's stupid.
It's going to be patience. I mean, if you're patient enough, you might land one in the next few years, and if you're even more patient, Buffalo Trace is doubling their production.
Yeah.
So they're, as of I believe either this year or next year, they're going to be the #1 distiller in the world. So people complain that they can't find their products. Well, it's not for a lack of them trying.
No.
They literally will be the biggest whiskey distiller in the world.
Yeah.
It's not like they're making products and holding on to it. They're making products, they put them on shelves, and they sell immediately.
Yeah. They just sell too quick, and
even bottles I really like Weller Special Reserve, even these, they sit on shelves for a while. Buffalo Trace, standard 90 proof Buffalo Trace doesn't sit on shelves for very long.
Why'd you point at these?
I just pointed at those because they're bottles that I really like. That
Oh,
I
I
think
see
might
what you're
sit.
saying. I see what you're
I
saying.
think that might sit at on
You said
shelves for a
Weller
while.
Reserve, and I was like,
Oh no, I'm sorry. Yeah, the Russell's Reserve. Sorry.
okay.
Yeah. But yeah, I point to those because I really like Wild Turkey, but I feel like those bottles sit a lot longer than a lot of the Buffalo Trace stuff.
Yeah, I
And-
mean, Rare Breed is doing something with, they're doing something to make that be harder to get. And it's not an allocated item. Whenever that's in stock, I'm able to
Well,
just
there's
say.
a lot of hype around that
give it
one
to
right
me.
now. Like,
There always has been, though.
yeah.
I mean, I know tons of people before it was hard to get. They were telling me, dude, this is one of the best bourbons you could get, especially at that dollar point.
Yeah.
And I was like, I couldn't agree more.
You had you had Fred Minnick, who a couple years ago, I think it was like 1 or 2 years ago, had it up against the entire BTAC line and picked it out over the entire BTAC line, which I think personally is crazy. I love Wild Turkey, and there's no way I would pick Wild.
Endorsements?
Yeah, that's what that says to me.
Yeah, man, because that Weller LaRue is the William LaRue Weller is absolutely, in my opinion, the best. That's the king of bourbons.
Yeah,
It's
I
hands
think-
down. There's
If you guys watched my video that I recently posted where I did the BTAC lineup, I definitely picked
Yeah.
William LaRue Weller as my favorite.
I tried to tell him.
He was right. He was right.
The mouthfeel on this one is just a tad bit thicker, which is I actually enjoy. But
Yeah,
at the
they're both good pours.
Yes, but at the same time, the brightness of this just brings more to your palate. Like I just think this gives you more complexity than a single barrel.
Well, I kind of think we're at a consensus here, so we should probably just see which is which.
All right.
So glass 1 was the single barrel, and glass 2 was the CYPB, so we both get the queen sweep here. So if you get an opportunity to enter the lottery drawings, and you get to pick, fill out for which bottle you want to buy, pick the CYPB over the single barrel. It's just a better bottle. I know it's 2 proof points less. We tend in the whiskey community to be proof hounds, but sometimes stuff under 100 proof is good.
Yes. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff that are 90 proof that's really good.
Eagle Rare.
Rare. There's Buffalo Trace. There's, what's the
Weller
proof on
12.
this one here?
That's 90.
Yeah,
I think they made
the
this
Russell's
to
10.
compete with
Buffalo Trace.
with Eagle Rare.
Oh, really?
'Cause it's a
yeah,
10
10-year.
Yeah. For the most part, a lot of my bourbons that I really like are 100 proof or more.
Yeah.
But the ones that are under 100 proof that really deliver.
Yeah.
All the Michter's, most of the Michter stuff is under 100 proof, and that stuff is
That
really
stuff is
solid.
really good. Yeah, I really like the
So-
sour mash mixers.
Yeah.
But-
Well, drinking buddies, if you get a chance to enter a lottery this fall for a bottle of Weller, pick the CYPB over the Weller single barrel. And I kind of wish that would have been in my weeded tournament because I actually think it might have had a chance of winning. I actually personally think that I might like that bottle as much or more as the Pappy
The 10-year? The 10-year
Ultimate
rip?
10. Yeah. It's
Yeah.
just a great pour.
It is. I mean, the 10-year old rip is like 107 antique, very similar.
Yeah, but just with more age and more complexity to
Yeah.
it.
I think this is a 9-year-old. I want to
Yeah,
say that's 9 years old.
They
so-
don't disclose, but it's probably around there. This is supposedly between 8 and 10.
Yeah, I'm assuming this is going to be between 8 and 10, between 8 and 9, actually.
The regular special reserve is supposedly a blend of 4 to 6 years.
Yeah.
And then the full proof, I believe, once again, is just a blend of 4 to 6 years,
Yeah.
just at the higher proof.
And I mean, to give it that type of flavor, I mean, the Buffalo Trace kosher wheat, that's a 7-year-old.
7.
So-
yeah, they're all 47, and it's just for a slight proof point higher, dramatically better than Weller Special Reserve for me.
Yep. Yeah, well,
Drinking buddies, I appreciate you watching. Thanks to Marco for coming on.
thank you. I appreciate you having me.
If you're in Tucson, Arizona, hit up Nana's Kitchen, and we'll see you on the next time.
Thank you, guys. Cheers.
So